Hello, hello, hello. Hopefully I don't sound like Satan again. Apparently I sounded like that in today's video. I don't know why. Anyone know why SFTN hasn't streamed all week? He's been working. He's got himself a job and he's got all the things ready so that he can do jobs. And he's been working all week. So he's been very, very busy, and his streams will suffer as a result, unfortunately. Hey, Carturks. CD, hello. I downloaded the, Oh, bugger, did I remember to put them in? I put them in to test something last night, and I can't remember. Ah! Gonna do a quick, reload of the save here. Let's actually want to swap out the trailer to the new Browns. Career, Shamrock Valley. Is Andy going live today or not? He is not. Hey, Deputy Charles. Andrew Daly, hello. I don't know why I sounded so off in today's video. I've got a bit of a sore throat going on, so that might have been it, but... And I was super tired as well, so might have been that too. Hey, Cash Money, how you doing today? So I do have the new Browns in now. After I forgot to enable them. I put them in to test something last night and they look really nice. But I just forgot to save, I guess. Well, I didn't save because I was testing something, but this isn't where I want to go at all, Dave. This isn't where you want to go at all. This is the wrong way entirely. Hey, Farming Man. It's June 1985, hello. So, the plan for right now is we need to sell the silage bales, because the Wheel of Death decided that I'm not allowed to use silage bales anymore. And the only thing I can do with them is sell them. I also need to sell that bale fork because it's completely useless to me now. So after all the effort I went to make these bales, I've got to get rid of them. How is Dave? Annoyed. Annoyed by the newest rule. Can we fit any more on? Apparently so. No, that one didn't go on. So let's go over to the pig yard, which is where the bale sell point is. Hey, Sebastian and TJC. How you guys doing today? Surprised people actually came to your stream. I broke Traff earlier. He was streaming some P3D and I decided to pop in for a few minutes and annoy him. Hey, Jag, how you doing today, dude? Spudman, hello. Doing good? I'm okay. I'm still sore from yesterday, but I'm okay. Was there not a bit of sell point to the cows? If there is, I don't want to use it because it's much more fun to go for a little adventure around the map. Because this map is beautiful and I like showing it off and I like going on little adventures. So there may well be a bale sell point to the cows. In fact, I'm almost sure there is. But I'm more than happy to waste time and deal with, you know, go on a bit of an adventure. Maybe I'll get a better price. You were shocked to see me there as well? I had nothing better to, well, I had lots of better things to do, but I couldn't be bothered getting out of bed. Farm finally got finished preparing for Florence. Got all the sheep nailed down. Hello, Lorcan. I wonder how we would have reacted if it was like a big flight sim streamer coming in, like Matt Davies or something. Is this on console? This map is not on console yet. There is an update in the works to fix a few small bugs that exist in the PC version. And just get everything 100% for you guys on console. So PC guys, you're beta testers for this. Because there are a few niggly little bugs that just got missed, and the more eyes on things, the better. Totally legitimate way to sell bales. Be on console very, very soon indeed. Are these even fermented? Yes. In fact, I can check. These are not fermented. These are all grass bales. Well, they're all getting sold anyway. That was worth literally nothing. Matt Davies is back in the crowd, and yeah, he's come back fairly recently. We can go through here at least. Yeah, I think we'll go up to the rest, to the carousel point with the rest of these bales. How many followers does Simulator have on the Switch? Oh, I don't know. I don't know how many followers I have on Twitch. Never mind Simulate. Yeah, seasons. I forgot that you can't sell for grass bales for anything on seasons. Well, let's face it. At least this way, I'm not cheating money in effectively by tweaking the, well, getting around the rules, not even breaking the rules. Because I gotta get rid of the bales one way or another, and selling them off is the easiest way, even if I'm selling them for zero. Hey, Crumble. What's my Twitch channel called? RainbowDave. I need to actually reply to an email from Twitch that I got the other day. You love my voice? I think I'm a bit ill because I shouldn't sound like this. I shouldn't have the deeper voice, and I know I've got a deeper voice at the moment. I can hear it. I think I've got a small bit of tonsillitis, which is annoying, but it's not painful, so can't really complain. Hello, Global Teddy Bear. I sound different, new mic? No. I have a compressor on my mic, but it's the same mic as always. It's not doing that awful crackly thing, is it? No, I can't see any crackle effects going on. I think I'm just a bit ill, honestly. Does the Nintendo Switch have mods? No. Nintendo are notorious for not allowing anything fun. What happened in the last video with my voice? Probably the same thing that's happening right now, Lorcan. I'm a small bit ill, and last night I was super tired when I was recording that, so it kind of all came together to make a deep voice. Bugs like the float. Yeah, that's one I missed. That's a floaty I missed. Did my damnedest to find all the floaties, but it's impossible to find all of them at times. No, it was lagging. What do you mean it was... my voice was lagging? I was using a different way to record with OBS that I've since dumped because it was a really bad idea. So that might have been it. That might have been why my voice was so deep. Because everything was coming together to make a perfect storm of terrible. You guys know I experiment with stuff sometimes. My voice was lagging. Oh. That sucks. Did sound a bit laggy. I know why that happened then. And it won't happen again. I know exactly what went wrong there. This isn't football? I wasn't kicking things, Colby, so yeah, I would agree with you. It's not football, it's hand egg. Or hand bale. If you're wondering whether, yes, that van has no collisions. I have no idea why. Well, I've got an X, Y. Well, hopefully this is a sell point, not just... Oh, it is. Good. So that's the bales gone. And now we can get on to what I wanted to do in yesterday's video. Which is rolling. Football American? No, it's still hand egg. I was kicking people out of the stream, was I? Ow. I haven't gone through the comments of today's video just yet, by the way, so any new rule suggestions I can't really talk about from today's video. So here's the party trick of the roller. You'll see it as we go down the sheep field here. If I use the right mouse button. Not only does it fully fertilize the grass, but it also brings it down to the first growth stage. Which is kind of helpful, because I can see where I've rolled if I've not done any of the grass at all. Hello, Alex. So it works the same as the in-game idiot roller, but it fertilizes instead of deleting everything. I did see a rule suggestion because it popped up on my phone that I should roll every spring. I'm gonna roll every time I mow. Because this is super convenient for getting good yield out of the grass. How am I today? I'm okay. I've got maybe a small bit under the weather, but other than that, okay. And I'm still quite sore after yesterday. Gonna go for a hot shower later and see if I can't burn the pain out. Or at least ease it a bit. Because it's all muscle pain, it's all just annoying muscle pain. What happened yesterday? I went karting, and my arms and back are pain. Because the steering on a go-kart is very, very stiff. And one of the gits that was on track with us pushed me into the wall. Well, not into the wall, but into a tire barrier. So, not the most comfortable experience in the world. Hello, Yuso. How are you doing today? What's this, and what is it doing? This is the Grey's roller from Farm, aka Lone Wolf, and Ian898. It's available on FS UK, so it's not on console, I'm afraid. And what I'm doing is I'm rolling the grass. And what this is doing is it's fully fertilizing the grass. I'm okay, but sore. Oh. There's nothing as bad as two very, very sore arms from very stiff steering and a sore back because it's probably a bit bruised. Which, by the way, is why I was using keyboard in yesterday's video. Or one of the reasons. The other was I couldn't be bothered picking up the wheel and stuff. And I'll probably be using it in tomorrow's video too. For much the same reason. Hey Jack, how you doing today? So expect keyboard only for a little while, just because pain. Although if I want, I might use wheel if I have time to do some iRacing tonight. When I try to be like you in Farm Sim, I try to be like me only. I only try to be like myself, I don't try to be anybody else. I'll take ideas from people, I'll take like equipment ideas from people because sometimes they've got really cool ideas for stuff to use. Like Landy and that Husqvarna mower that I have. And Glengar with this 11090 actually. Whatever happened to the map I was making? Brian, I cancelled that because I just didn't have the time to work on it. I got really annoyed at how bad it was, and I realised that I just wouldn't have the time to do all the fixes I wanted to do before FS19. So I figured giving it up was the better idea than working like every free hour I had to try and get the map out. Or releasing a map that I just wasn't happy with. So that's what happened to the map I was making. It got cancelled because number one, I'm still learning GE effectively. And number two, I just wasn't gonna be happy with it. Hey SB, how you doing, dude? Can the cow and sheep field have poop out on them? No, they're just old style grass. There's no fertilizable grass there. What are you doing for 19? I won't make any promises. I'll have to see how difficult it is to get a map into 19, to get things in. And as well as that, it'll depend on, honestly, whether or not, or I say whether or not, when I get a job or something to that effect. Because I want to keep doing streams at the very least, and maybe videos, and doing a map would be a much lower priority than that. So the answer is maybe, but it depends on so many factors. Alien Jim's been trying to help you make a map, it's not that easy. Yeah. I mean, I'm kind of lucky in that I've got Baler and OxygenDavid. If I ever run into some sort of roadblock to a map, that I can ask them or talk it through with them. I got a job at YouTube. YouTube does not pay the way that a good job would. Or a real job would. Go busy, how am I? I'm good, but just sore today. I was karting yesterday and not in the the best of muscular health at the moment, as it turns out. Yeah, I'm kind of one of the lucky people who might do maps, in that I've got Oxy, Bullet Bill, Dusty Dave, Nathan. I've got so many people I could talk to and get help from, just because I'm friends with them all. And they all know that if I ask a question, it's usually not that it's a dumb one, but that I just can't figure it out by myself, and that I can't find an answer on Google. Or I just want their input on something. If you ever watched the mapping streams that I used to do, you'll know that me and Bill back and forth quite a lot, and Oxy, back and forth quite a lot on weird technical things and tricks and tips. Because they kind of, I don't want to say they expect a little bit of confidence, they expect people to be able to Google things. So when I ask them questions, they know it's like me just trying to think things through logically, usually. Do you get new Barbie Girl cover 10k? No, I don't plan on singing again on the channel. Not like as a milestone of any sort. Good lord. I'm pretty sure Alien Jim would help too. Yeah, I'm pretty sure most mappers are willing to help people. Like it's literally a case of most mappers get annoyed when they keep getting asked the simple questions that Google answers. And I'm really tempted to do a series in 19 where I answer those questions and do farm sim mapping for morons, or farm sim mapping for dummies, I guess, is a series. Although the for dummies series might get annoyed me saying for dummies, so I'll probably do like farm sim mapping for beginners. How do you play in Arden? You need to download Pro Mods. Would be the best way to do it, because there's a bunch of maps, a bunch of mod maps out there, but Pro Mods is the best. Although I would not get Pro Mods right now. I've heard rumors that the new DLC, Beyond the Balkans or whatever it is releasing tomorrow. I don't know how true those rumors are. There's obviously no word officially from SCS, because SCS are notoriously secretive about release dates until the release date. Oxy and Baler are the best maps. They do, but they're not perfect. Like, no map is ever perfect, and I'm more than happy to point out where they could improve, because that's always things that's always something that it helps them. Like Oxy, I've learned, has a minor issue, and some of it's unfortunately come out in the released version on PC, has a minor issue with getting stuff to not float. And I don't know why. But a bit has an issue with trying to get everything he actually wants into the map. Because sometimes he asks a bit much of the game and wants a bit too much out of it. And that's not even like an optimization thing, it's he gets annoyed because he feels his maps aren't good enough. I haven't played any of Alien Jim's maps FS Club, so I can't really talk about him. But one thing I will say, that it's always helpful if you know a mapper and you're helping them test. Hey Trevor, if you're helping a mapper test, know what they're bad at, because that's the stuff that you're more than likely going to need to look at first. So, for example, Lancy Boy, he struggles really heavily with getting fields to be workable. He sometimes has big divots or big spikes in fields. And that's the first thing, that if he gives me a map to test and I have time to do it, I'll just run around the fields and make sure they're workable. The second thing then would be, because I know that's another weakness of his, is technical stuff. Technical details, which are difficult to pin down at times, but it's pretty easy. Where can you get Pro Mods? Google Pro Mods, Wilson. If you Google Pro Mods, you'll go to the website. But don't get it right now. I will honestly say, don't get it right now. There's a big update on the way for ETS to deal with the new update, or to deal with the new DLC, and it's going to break Pro Mods. It's really unfortunate timing for Pro Mods right now. So I'd say hold off like a month to 6 weeks for Pro Mods to get everything up and going with the new update that's coming out. Can't wait to get Pro Mods on the new update. Yeah, I need to find money to get the new DLC, I think. Because I like supporting SCS. I know I don't play ETS much, but I do like supporting SCS, so I'll probably buy the DLC. I'll probably get Pro Mods as well, just because Pro Mods is awesome. Hopefully the new DLC will... Everything will support trailer ownership, Crumble. From now on, it's just that the trailer ownership update is going to be a separate one afterwards. You're gonna find it's gonna be 1.31 point something. Trailer ownership is gonna be in beta, on the beta branch, for months to come yet. Because like, if you look at what SCS are doing with the trailer ownership, they're changing up how the game plays. You know, you're not just buying trucks anymore, you're buying trailers to go with the trucks, and you can paint the trailers to go with the trucks, and it's changing very core mechanics that have been established for the last 6 years in the game. So there's a lot of stuff that SCS are needing to rewrite and needing to redo. Just so everything will work, and that's why they've got it on the beta branch for so long. Hello, Lewis. How am I? I'm okay. How are you doing? They will no, I've heard, Alexandra, that Beyond the Baltic Sea is coming out on Monday, and the 132 update I'm honestly not expecting for another few months. I'd be very surprised if it came out on Monday as well. Hey TMCC, how you doing today, dude? There's the train off on its journeys. Just wish you had a PC for ETS and the Ford and John Deere mods and Farm Sim. If you got a PC, Brian, I guarantee you'd find all sorts of weird and wonderful simulators. Yeah, I've heard that rumor. There's no word on that from what I understand. It's just this rumor that's cropped up over the last day or so. I don't know where it's come from. I don't know who started it. I don't know if it's true. Grumble, every 27 to 32 minutes the train passes through. So roughly every half hour you'll see the train. Because I've already asked that. Did I know there was going to be mud like spin tires in FS19? No, I didn't, because that's in no way true, Tim. Because I've spoken to Giants about this at length. I've spoken to Giants about this, and I know the exact reason that it's not going in, because they literally just can't get it optimized enough right now. And they can't get it to work in a way that makes sense with all the other mechanics of the game. So there is no dynamic terrain in FS19. And if somebody says that there is, they're lying to you. I've spoken to Giants about this. Publicly, I've actually put it on publicly. I did it in the Discord a while back, and yeah, the reasons that I've given for months and months and months and months and months are actually true. It's just an optimizational thing. It's very, very difficult with a game like Farm Sim specifically to optimize dynamic terrain, because there's so much needing to be remembered by the game itself anyway, and throwing in state of the ground, like how wrecked a specific area of the ground is on a Tuesday, is makes it a lot more difficult and gives it a lot more information to try and remember. So it's basically, you could get a really well optimized farm sim, or you could get a farm sim with dynamic terrain, and I prefer optimization. That's the way I look at it, at least. What's the story with my mic? What do you mean, TMCC? Is my voice still... Okay, what's going on with my... The people are all wondering. Your message wasn't deleted, FS Club. I think you might have said console or something. Hey, SFTN. SFTN, people are saying something's up with my mic. Could you, like, give me a yes or no on that? Because you know what it's supposed to sound like. Is it doing that weird crackly thing again? Or is it just my voice? It just sounds nasally. That TMCC is because I'm not at 100%. Is that word bad? It's just blacklisted because of the very vocal minority that insist on screeching about console stuff. My video, maybe? Maybe, because I've heard it was laggy in the video. It sounds different than normal, because, yeah, I'm not at 100%, and I've got, I think, a small bit of tonsillitis or something that's, yeah, screwing my voice a bit. Possibly a little louder than normal. The little louder than normal is actually the compressor I've got on it now. Mr. Simulate made me a digital compressor for my mic that I threw on in OBS, and that's why, even if I whisper, my voice is still quite loud. So a little compressor always helps. Mike was weird in the video today. I've heard a lot of people saying that. I think I know what the problem was. Deep and glitchy. Yeah, I think I know what the problem was in the video. That won't happen again. I know exactly what the problem was. Am I just rolling the grass into the ground? Basically, yeah. And to anybody who's taking up modding or considering it, good luck, because it's incredibly difficult. I hope you have like all of the time ever free, because that's what modding does to you, is it eats all of that. That's one field all rolled up, ready to go. Hello Marco, how are you doing today? Hey Matt, have you got Maya yet? You know, it's industry standard and whatnot. There's no train on your map? Oh, did you remove it in the release? I've got the pre-release version of the map, so it might be slightly different to what's come out in Giant's mod hub. Leave. Matt, for those of you that are wondering, Matt absolutely loves Maya, and he loves when people say it's better than Blender, despite the fact that it's just not true. Windows update recently. Make sure that OBS is actually capturing desktop audio. That's one thing that it did for me, was to change the desktop audio source. Am I using the T-Dub? Not on this map, Joe. I've got a an 8340 instead. I've got a rusty old 8340. In fact, I'm gonna just nip over to the yard and show you. It should be fairly over here. Oops. Stuck in a bush. There we go. Should be... there it is. Instead of the T-Dub, I've got the rusty old 8340. It's the in-game one, just with a Ford texture that's rusty. That's by Pedro Chaps. It's on Landy Kid's mod list. If I had one, it'd be on mine too. Hey, Dal. So we got, what, 100 people here today. Let's see if we can get... I'm gonna not be too greedy. Let's see if we can get 50 likes together. Let's see if we can get 50 likes on the stream. And of course, if you're enjoying, and you haven't done so yet, you can always hit the old sub button too. Could I get a T-Dub in the future? I mean, I guess I could, but the thing is, I'm trying to use equipment that I'd see in real life. I've never once seen a T-Dub. Mind you, I've never once seen a 11090 either, but everybody insists on this being on the map, so I'm gonna use the 110. Keep having mod conflicts and it's killing you. Time for the Pittsburgh game. See you, Sideways Gaming. Enjoy your hand egg. T-Dub is really common in Ireland. It's really not, because if it was common, I'd have seen one. 8340s, 4610s, John Deere 6 Series, they're common. T7s are insanely common. T-dubs, not so much. I've never seen a 110. T67, 65, 6930s are the ones that I'd most commonly see. In terms of John Deere, 6930 premiums. 6Rs or T6s, not so much oddly. Most people are going for T7s now for whatever reason. I guess they're slightly bigger so they feel better. But T7 170s would be the ones that I'd see the most in terms of like New Hollands. Hey, MT500. Yeah, you ever saw one T-dub up in the north? Yeah, I mean, T-dubs are very rare tractors. 2,000 euro John Deeres and Zetters around you. That's pretty much what I get around here, yeah. A few Zetters, one or two class tractors. I don't know where the hell they're coming from, but there's a few classes tractors. A decent bit of Massey and Fendt. A lot of New Holland, a lot of John Deere. Are you late? No, you're not late. Do a garage tour. Not right now. I'm trying to get some yard work. Trying to get some field work done. Gotta get this done so that we can move forward a bit. And I might do some lawn mowing now that I'm being forced to use bloomin' pit silage. Saw T-dub in Cork once. Hey, pro gamer. You have a T-dub 25? Just because you have one doesn't mean it's common. I hate this mindset of people. It's like, I've got one, so therefore everybody has one. No. Well, the other mindset that really gets someone nervous is, well, this is the way we do it on our farm, therefore it's the only way that it's ever done. No, 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 no. That's the way one job is done on one farm, not one job being done on every farm. There's many different ways to do a job as there are farmers. You've never seen a class? There's one near me. Somebody near me owns one. I don't know who, and I don't know where, but it just keeps coming through by my house. So I'm presuming it belongs to a local farmer. It's like an RN 600. Kind of nice to see it. I do love the class color scheme. The lime green and white go surprisingly well together. Seen class in your part of Ireland a few times. Yeah, I mean, I'm not saying everybody around here owns a class. It's not the most common tractor ever. That goes to the T7. So either there's a lot of T7s or there's one guy who just will not stop driving his T7. I'm not entirely sure which one it is. Why am I rolling the field? Because this is a cheaty roller, Ethan. This is, I don't even want to say cheaty. This is a convenience roller. It's getting the field up to 100% fertilization. Jean-Ray, could you speak English, please? Because I don't think any of the mods actually understand French. I know you meant well. Or at least I hope you did. Yeah, none of the mods speak French. Hello, Brad. Just Zetters and old Massies. Yeah, that's what it's like around most of the country. But loads of Zetters because they're cheap and old Massies because, well, I had a Massey in 1996 and it still works, so why not? Hello, Kidbat. Kind of surprised that the fail trolls from Landy streams haven't started invading mine too. Just gonna stop here real quick. I put the thing back on the thing. There we go. Kidbat, are you in any way related to Batman? You've subscribed and turned on notifications. Well, thank you very much, Kidbat. Hopefully you guys are enjoying the challenge I'm doing on this map. There'll be a new rule again tomorrow. I hope it's nowhere near as evil as the one that came in today. Come to think of it, I need to actually go through the rule wheel and just make sure there's no contradictory rules in there. Really wish you could attach 3 of these together. I mean, if you have a word with Lone Wolf and Ian, they might do a tweak to it. Are you related to Batman, Kidbat? What are the rules? I can't remember off the top of my head. All I know is I'm not allowed to make bale silage, which is really annoying because that's the one that's annoyed me. I have to do animals before I can do any work during the day. I'm not counting it as a per video or per stream thing because then they just devolve into just doing animals all the time. So I'm using the in-game days for the animal rule. I'm not allowed work past sunset. You can see it's coming into evening now. So we will be having to swap into the next day very, very soon. Looking forward to me handling round bales. Well, the rules decided I'm not allowed to. How many rules am I going to set myself before I can't actually do anything? It's when it starts getting really, really restricted that I'll just stop accepting rules, basically. But I still think there's plenty of room for new rules to come in. Hey, James D. New rule, no. Yeah, that'd be one that would just be ignored, TMCC. Because I do have to make a call on whether or not a rule will, number 1, work, and number 2, not contradict another rule. That's the only control I have. Things are pretty good. Pretty good. Just chilling, playing some farms and doing a bit of rolling, and we're just getting ready to swap into summer. But I do need to compact the silage as well. Why no silage bales? Because that's what the rules decided, Joe. The comments of the videos have been suggesting rules for me. I'm putting them all into a randomizer wheel, and one gets chosen every day. Some are really nice, some are really evil. No round bales. Well, I'm allowed to do round bales if I want to, I just don't want to. What graphics card do I have? A GTX 980. An EVGA one that's super clocked. So it works pretty well. It's getting a bit old now, but I can't afford a new graphics card, so it'll have to do for as long as I can get it to work. I've seen bales stored in the fields on a map. Oh, that's character. You can't do that with seasons. The bales would disintegrate. You are related to Batman. Okay. I will have white crop turned on at all times, by the way, just for added challenge, I guess. For some reason you weren't that excited for this map, you played and you fall in love, your mods ever don't like you get it doing this, so they decide to conflict. That happens. That happens. Mod conflicts are surprisingly common when you get a lot of mods together. Hello, Glengar. Hello, Dr. Dave Tech. How's it going? It's going good. It's going good. I'm trying to move as little as I possibly can, which is why you'll notice my head's jerking about a bit. Definitely with my arms. Hello, Stalking Anarchy. Do you like not wear socks to employ stocking anarchy? Andy and Farming Man with all the twos, hello. Okay, has been confirmed. That would be too good to be true. Glengar is probably off on the Giants website right now just double checking that that's not actually true. Hey, Jim's house, by the way. I've seen you in here for a while. Oh, do silage bales lose their value if they're left out as well? No. Silage bales, because they're wrapped, are immune from the bale destruction physics. Or mechanic. Can a new rule break that one? Nope. I should play with air agri. Nope. Yeah, there's no way that I can get around the no silage bale rule, by the way. That's now solid and locked in. I wish it wasn't. I really do, but yeah, I can't do anything about it. The rules are the rules. If there's a rule saying no pit silage, I'd be just annoyed, because they limit how I can play. You're a bit busy. Ah, fair enough, Jim's house. Hey, Jamie, how you doing today, dude? Do I like Iron Maiden? I don't really listen to much metal anymore. Probably should listen to more metal. That's a thought. That's a thought. I don't listen to much music anymore in general. He says, knowing full well that he listened to a lot of Weird Al last night. I got on one of those binges where I just watch Weird Al videos. Listen to Iron Maiden, please. Not on stream, no. I don't want to get copyrighted. It said I can't use silage bales. It has to be pit silage. Hey, two bay bugs. See you, James. Enjoy your day, dude. Send your brother's bull and your 3 bullocks. Very nice. So we're almost done with the rolling, at least. That rule is silly. It's a rule, though, and it's not going to get changed. Counter tankers close to release. I saw a screenshot of that yesterday and it didn't look particularly promising, but I'm hoping that was a really early picture of it. Oh good lord, my phone is just lighting up today. My phone's been lighting up for like the past week. It's great because every time there's usually something from YouTube. Saying that somebody subscribed or somebody's commented, and it's great to see so many comments coming in the videos. And so many views too. It's great to see you guys enjoying the videos and engaging with them. Hey Adam's transport worker. J New Holland and Massey. It's JD New Holland and kind of then a random mix that have like 1 or 2 or 3 in the area. Of course, for the council, it's all Unimogs. So it's not exactly rare to see a Unimog around this area. Where did I see the screenshot? Chris sent it me. So I don't know how new or old it is. Millpole doesn't have a very good PC. Yeah. It was, I think, a Blender render, and it just didn't look very promising, but I'm always willing to give it a second chance. Because sometimes Blender renders don't look very good at all. Blender can sometimes butcher stuff. Hey, Nathan. Oh, you've got rid of the photography. You took Landy's suggestion, not mine. I would have thought Nathan 6930 Extended Redux V2 was a really good name for you. What county am I from? Tipperary. How's it going? It's going okay. Going good. If you spot me hiding at, like, putting an arm down like this and suddenly leaning forwards because I'm stretching my arm out. Trying to get the muscles to not cramp. I've done it a couple of times on my right arm. I should probably do it with my... Oh god, I definitely need to do it with my left. So hang on. This is what happens when I do some physical stuff, is my arms die, my body dies. Yeah, I'm good now for the rest of the stream. But I've got a butt ton of stuff to do after it. How do you refuel the Husqvarna with the bag on the back? I don't know, Dylan. I haven't got that far yet. Have I seen CD's updated brown trailers? That's actually something I'm going to deal with later on this stream, Fast Farming. I'm going to actually be swapping out the trailer I have for the new brown. Because, yeah, very nice trailers indeed. CD did a great job of them. You love them? I've not used them yet. I've brought them in, tested them, and just had a look at them. They look fantastic. There's maybe a bit too much weight to them. I don't know if... I went down and weighed them, and they're about 6 tons a piece. I don't know if that's a realistic weight. I'm kind of tempted to diddle the weight a bit. Because I've seen tractors kind of struggling with them. So I might do a bit of tweak. Do I watch Dagger's Survival series? I don't, actually, Jamie. I don't watch any farm sim at all. What's the point in rolling the field when I'm getting rid of all the grass? Well, considering I'm in seasons and I actually want the grass to grow evenly with 100% fertilization, this is a good thing. Because what I'm doing right now, if I bring up the soil composition, oops, is I am... Ah, that's broken. Why is that broken? Display should be on. I'm actually fertilizing the grass to 100%, as you can see down there. So it's not me killing the grass, it's me making sure that it's fully fertilized, or as fully fertilized as I can get it. Hello, Rod, make stuff. I am technically getting rid of the grass. Like the grass that is partially grown is going back to the default growth stage, or the lowest growth stage. But the grass is still there. You can still see the grass poking through the ground there. It's just getting it all to an even growth stage so that I know it's all going to be fertilized. See ya, Team CC. Hey, Spudman! But this isn't the in-game roller. This is one from Farming 898. It's on FS UK. It's the Grey's, is it 12-foot roller or something like that? I'll double check real quick. It's under... I think it's under MISC. No, is it under... Weeders? Yes, the Grey's roller, it fertilizes, basically. 200%. Will I bale the grass? I'm not allowed to, Rod, make stuff. I have to use a forage wagon or a trailed forager. Not allowed to make silage bales. But I will probably make some hay bales. What I'm at today. So plan A is nearly done, which is rowing the fields. Next job is going to be actually swapping the trailer to have the brown. And then I'll probably do some mowing with the Husqvarna. As my silly thing in Farm Sim Transparent, that's something Reshade does, and I'm not entirely sure how, Jamie. I'm not entirely sure how Reshade causes that, but it does. But after the stream, I'm going to figure out what the plan for dinner is here, and if it's imminent, I won't record. I'll do some other stuff. I'll do stuff for when I'm done recording. If it's not imminent, I'll record tomorrow's video, and then I'll move on to the other stuff that I meant to do before I streamed, but I was being lazy and didn't get out of bed until like 4:30, because it's me, even though I woke up at like 10 o'clock this morning. And I will tidy my room, because that needs to be done. Definitely needs to be done. Will this be my favorite map? Yeah, absolutely. I'm biased though, because this is an Irish map, and I've been calling for a really good Irish map for the past 2 years. So, take my opinion on it with a truckload of salt, or 3. I'm very, very biased. I love OxygenDavid's work anyway. And I did have some input in the map. You know, if there was stuff that I saw that wasn't quite true to life, I just let Oxy know that, hey, you should do this with this, because in real life it's more like this, or this isn't quite right, here's how it is in real life. You know, the signs were slightly wrong on the original version I got, so I told him how to fix that. You know, there's small little details what I just kind of grabbed and said, no, that's not quite right, but if you did this, it'd be perfect. Welcome back, Yuso. He wasn't bothered about this map until he started. Now you're hooked big style. It's the problem with a really good map, isn't it? Is you just get hooked. So we've got a few things we're going to need to get from the shop, but I can't get them quite yet because obviously I need to bring the roller back up to the yard, put it away. Press page up and page down, Aaron. You've got the blurs enabled. There's something I know, David. Everybody's been telling me. I think I know what the problem is. I've already resolved it. Do I play on Lone Oak? I did, but nobody was really wanting to watch Lone Oak anymore, Rod, so I'm probably not going to play on Lone Oak again. Plus, I'm really, really enjoying this map. Again, there's the Irish map bias coming in, but this is, you know, right now my favorite map. It's the one that I'm probably going to spam play on streams and videos. So I'm biased, you know. I've had some input in it. I helped Oxy test it, and that's a great honor for me. And it's kind of the map that I asked him for. Put out a call to arms and Oxy answered, so bias is everywhere. There we go, we got this out of the shed. Gunthor is really good as well, yeah. Still waiting to get this map. Yeah, I feel sorry for the console guys right now, because you have to just sit back and watch us play the map and talk about how good it is without really getting to know it for yourself. Unfortunately, Brian, that's, I think, the opinion of a lot of people is Lone Oak is great, but it's because it's American, it's not really. This isn't my own opinion. This is the opinion I've seen the most. Lone Oak's great, but it's American, so it's not really my style. I actually quite like American maps personally. They're a nice, different kind of map to play. When will I be back streaming on the West Coast? I don't know. Once I'm kind of a small bit worn out of Shamrock, I guess. So the Heron, let's get in the Brauhen. Let's get this with BKT 630s and the correct reg play and all of the options. There we go. There you go. Lovely brand new brown trailer from Mr. CD Models. The correct number plate. You thought I made Lone Oak? No, that was but a bill. And I have heard this thing has ratchet straps that are animated. It does! Would you look at that? The animated ratchet straps. That's a completely pointless detail. But it's a nice one. Oh. The fact that the animation has to play in reverse makes it a bit annoying to take the cover off the trailer. This is one of the reasons that I said I might tweak the weight of it, because yeah, the Fiat's struggling a bit with the brown. Fiat's struggling quite a lot with the brown. I might need to get the green boy down here. So what I'll probably do after the stream is I'll bring it into G and tweak it so it's maybe about half the weight that it currently is. Because I shouldn't be struggling like this. Yeah, like it's a. I think I found your main weakness, other than sometimes rushing things out a bit too quickly, is the mass of some of your stuff is a bit much. Make sure I have DH enabled. What's DH? I have no idea what dynamic hose. I do, because I've got game extension in. So you can see the dynamic hoses doing the dynamic hose thing on the front or on the back of the Fiat, the front of the trailer. It's going to be a bog standard feature in FS19. It's not going to be anything fancy anymore. Found that improved things dramatically. It's still it's just honestly, it's literally just a weight issue. This trailer, it's 6 tons. I think that a realistic weight for this would be 3 at most. And that's literally just. These are the new ones I was on about. The brown, yes. Brand new trailer released last night from CD. The hoses being in 19 are gonna be nice. Literally the only problem I have with it, well, there's two. One is that the ratchet strap animation has to play backwards and you're taking off the cover, which makes sense, and the other is just it weighs a bit too much. But that realistically is two very small issues. That trailer entry would be a good 6 tons in real life. It probably would in real life, Jag, but unfortunately Farm Sim doesn't take reality into consideration at times. And you actually have to have the trailers be unrealistically light. So the next job we need to do, or I want to do, is actually finish mowing this garden here with the Husqvarna, because it's got another job lined up already. And the next job is going to be a bit interesting. I'm not saying it's unrealistically heavy, guys. Don't get me wrong, I'm not saying it's unrealistically heavy, I'm saying that the weight of it in Farm Sim causes issues. And unfortunately that's just a game issue that you kind of have to work around when you're making trailers and equipment. It's not something CD did that I don't like, it's something that CD did that's realistic, but unfortunately the mod suffers because the game doesn't know how to handle that properly. Am I using the Husqvarna to mow 68 acres? No, I'm going to use the Husqvarna to do something kind of interesting. So let's get the front loader. The shovel. And the trailer. With a dump attachment. I don't know what the dump attachment is, but we'll get it. So let's head off to the shop. No rule saying I can't do this yet. Where are you gonna get a good Abbey slurry spreader? I believe CD has one up on the mod hub. Or honestly, like, look at CD stuff. 4D modding Facebook page. You'll find a lot of good Abbey stuff there. He knows I've got a thing for Abbey, so he keeps making them, and I'm very happy. Or if you don't want to go with CD stuff for whatever reason, Nishma's working on one, but I don't know if it's ever gonna come out. It's not on the mod hub. Ah, it's on the Facebook page only then. I don't think there is any Abbeys for console then on the mod hub, which is a bit of a shame. Slurry spreaders anyway. But CD and Nishma both... I don't know if Nishma's one's ever going to release at this point. How do you remove the grass bag? What you do is you get out, you go around, you take the grass bag off. Remaster Abbey single axle coming soon. Got a lot of stuff coming soon, CD dude. You're gonna have to take a break at some point to let 19 come out. And honestly, without coming across as rude or demanding, I'd say work on the bale sled first. A lot more people want that bale sled than wanting an Abbey. Because I want that bale sled. Bullet Boo wants the bale sled, and Landy wants the bale sled. We all want the bale sled. It's why, Glengar. Yeah, to attach and detach the bag, it's why. It's one of those hidden controls. But don't worry, we're not gonna like mow the entire map. We're just gonna do some housekeeping on the shop here. Then we're gonna go over in front of the sell point over there. We're just gonna mow those two areas. Because I like keeping the... I actually kind of like keeping the grass here kind of low. It makes it look a bit nicer. Looks a bit more legit. And the reason I didn't move the... just want to double check that I'm not going to do something incredibly stupid here. Yeah, the reason that I wanted to keep the trailer there is because I'm actually going to dump the grass out right over here so that I know that it's actually on a flat area. And we'll use the front loader to load it into the trailer in a minute. Unless the trailer, the load attachment... Did that just increase the capacity? Is that what it was? Or is it now that I can load the trailer with this? Directly, somehow. Either way, I'm just going to leave it there for the time being. Welcome back, Nathan. What was up with the distorted voice? I think I was using a setting wrong in OBS, so I've since fixed that. I thought the only effect it had was that it made the file sizes insanely huge. Apparently it had a secondary effect that I didn't realize. So that's already fixed. I wasn't happy with the file sizes, so I had already put that back after the video. It was a failed experiment. I wasn't going to re-record the video because I've got autosave on, which saved my butt yesterday. What is a bale sledge? It's the little thing that goes behind small square balers. You know when you see small square balers and you see guys with these little sledges on the back that are just collecting up the bales? That's a bale sledge. There we go. Just prettifying Shamrock Valley a small bit here. What was the Facebook page for the Abbey? It's 4D modding. Umbilical systems would be awesome. There would be in FS19. I really hope to see something like that coming in FS19. I don't know if they will, but they'd be nice to see. And I'm sure modders will start trying to work on them as soon as they can. And figuring them out as soon as they can. Or at least some modders will. Not all of them. Yeah, that's why I'm kind of thinking I don't know if it'll be possible. It'd be nice, but possibilities are not quite endless. You know, the game's gonna have limitations, and it could end up that to do an umbilical system you need a script that takes 3 years to develop. You gonna try and make a mod in 19? Get working on your blender skills, Nathan. Completely legit right there, going through the tractor. It is, of course, a hologram. This is a very modern dealership. It's got holographic tractors. You wouldn't be able to do it like that, Glengar. I'm fairly sure. Because those hoses would go between specific nodes and have a set length. Let's just see if I can somehow unload into the trailer. No. I tried. An attempt was made and it had failed. Let's get back to the mode. Let's get Giants on the case. Can you imagine somebody trying to get into this and landing on the face? I mean, yeah. He'd have probably been meant to ask, well, yeah, but he won't know until 19 comes out. And more importantly, the scripting docs. Like that's the thing, is it's impossible to know what will be possible script-wise in 19 until the scripting docs come out, and then people will start being able to figure out what kind of scripts they can design based around them. Go first person. I didn't know this thing had an indoor. And why does this have a different sound in first person? I mean, I like it, but it makes no sense. Is it you're supposed to be wearing like earmuffs or ear protection in first person? Do I like this map? No, I hate it. That's why I've been playing it non-stop on streams for the last week or so. No, I'm completely in love with this map. It is my absolute favorite for FS17. And this mower is... I think this mower is better than the Profi Hopper. I'm gonna go that far and actually say that. I said it to Landy that I prefer this to the Profi Hopper because it makes more sense. Even in the way that it unloads, it just makes more sense than Profi Hopper to have. Is there any more grass that I can mow around here? Yes, there is. But first I'm gonna unload. There we go. 125 watching. We love our Irish maps and we love our Husqvarnas. Hit the like button for the Husqvarna for a bit of lawn mowing goodness. You just hop over the bridge here. Okay, we can't mow that area. Well, that's the mowing done then. Let's get the trailer loaded up. Take the bag off as if by magic, because it was magic. We got the teeny tiny front loader on the front of the Husqvarna. Wait, it's actually a Husqvarna front loader? Does this exist? Is this real equipment? Where am I gonna go with the grass? I'm gonna bring it over and throw it into the silage pit. Why is this bucket larger than the bag on the back of the Husqvarna? Also, can I get the Husqvarna into, like, snail mode or something? No? Okay, so it only has one speed now. And that speed is super. This goes a bit quickly, both forwards and backwards. It's kind of scary. Garden mower doing silage and no silage bales. JY Gaming, don't be rude to people. I'm on Oron's side here. Can we get 125? How many likes are we on right now, guys? Oh, that's really jarring. I don't like that. Profi Hopper only goes like 6 miles an hour. How do you take the bag off? You press Y. This isn't the one from Mod Hoster, by the way. I think a lot of people are confused because they're used to the one from Mod Hoster. This is not the same one. This is a different Husqvarna. Ignore one rule already added. I mean, I could, I guess. I don't really want to, though. I think it's more fun if rules just stack up and make it more and more painful for me. Why is there a second email notification there? Oh, it's... Okay. Why is there a loader in the lawnmower? That wouldn't happen in real life. Let me Google something real quick. Hang on, hang on. I'm kind of curious. Owen, you're not gonna believe this, but you're wrong. You're actually wrong. People There's a lot of people who've made front loaders for lawnmowers. A whole bunch of people. That's kind of scary. Do I live in Ireland? Yes, I do. Why did so many people make front loaders for their lawnmowers? Is the question I now have. Hey, Michael. I would agree with you though that it is silly to have a front loader on a lawnmower, but the entertainment value outweighs realism value. There we go. See you, SFTN. 25 to already, good lord. Let's see if we can get 100 likes, guys. Also, let's see how well this thing compacts silage. I'm gonna guess not very well, considering it's being super tippy right now. Oh yes! Hang on, is this... It's not compacting better than the tractor. Okay, I was slightly worried there. Would I put a front loader on my lawnmower? I mean, my lawnmower is a push mower, so no. Technically, I'm the front loader. What time am I ending? 7 o'clock, and SFTN is picking up the slack from me finishing. Where's the deer? Yeah, I'll use the Ford. Just need something that I can throw the front loader on, so it doesn't matter too much. But not the front loader, but the front weight. Just for added crushing abilities. Hey Ryan, how you doing today? Let's get this in here, and let's get compacting. 12%. This could take a little while, but it does need to be done. 13%. Oh, this is doing much better than the Fiat did. Then again, I was trying to crush it down like this with the Fiat, so that might have something to do with it. You're gone for a bit. What did you miss? A bit of lawnmower silage. And then some attempts at lawnmower silage compaction. Because it's me. Because... Did you really expect anything less? Also, I did spot the deer. So let's grab the deer because I can at least throw the silage grab on it. Also, I need to get rid of what I can think of this. I want to get rid of... Where is it? Where is it? The McHale 691, because I don't need that because that was only really for round bales. What county I'm in? Tipperary. What city am I in is a secret. That's something I'm never going to tell you guys. So... Oh, buggering heck, where'd I put the front loader this time? Oh, I remember it was in... It's in the big shed. Because I put it down with the bales, didn't I? How am I gonna bale straw when I sold the baler? I'll show you in a second, Michael. Because I didn't sell the baler, I sold a baler. No, the loader isn't there. Where did I put the front loader? No cities in Tip, yeah, that's also true. It's all towns and villages. But seemingly there's no word in a lot of languages for town, it's all cities. There's no real distinction, so it's kind of a weird thing. Am I running shaders? Yes. Thought I was in Claheen. No. I went on a day trip to Claheen last week, but that was it. Wasn't even a day trip, I just went there for a couple of hours. Where did I put the bloody loader? Oh, there it is. Do I know Johnny B? I know of him. So let's get the attachments swapped on the loader real quick. We don't need the bale fork, we need the silage grab. There we go. Despacito, what about Despacito? Did I clean my room? No, not yet, Michael. I'm gonna do that after the stream. Hi, Tyke! Your Onkale lives in County Meath. Very nice. Did I call you fake? No, I nearly called you Tyke. Because I was reading Tyke's messages, I was responding to you. And, I did a Dave and got everything mixed up. 21%, that's not bad, but not great either. $23 is better. So comically, the best way to compact silage is actually to pick it up and dump it up like this, because you actually gain compaction as you go. How do you turn down the glass on a cube map? I think it's more to do with specular than cubes, Dengar. Because the specular defines a certain amount of the glass as well. Which is what people keep forgetting. And why so many mods look weird with being either super shiny or super dull. Because they've not done the speculars quite right. Hey, Spudman. Can we get up to 100 likes, guys? We got 110 people in here right now. If everybody hits the like button, we'll probably slightly over 110 likes. You gonna fill up both these silage pits? Good luck with that. They're quite big. This is over 100,000 litres of silage in this pit alone. And it still looks quite empty. You could probably easily fit probably about 1 million litres in this single pit. So probably a good idea that Oxy swapped out the mega pit for the two smaller ones. Once we got this done, we're gonna head into summer and we're into problems of things to do for early and mid-summer, but I've got a few ideas of things what I can get done. Stank hog goes under the ground. That's a thing with all trailers of that type, Klingar. That's just a weird bug that keeps happening with every trailer of that type. I think it's something to do with the way the game renders that one collision. I added the map to add 2 pits. Nope, this is what the map looks like now. The first look map, people complained about the single huge pit, and Oxy changed it to be 2 smaller pits. Hello, Sylvan. You already like? Thank you very much, Brian. Brian Baru from Kildare. Do you live near Tara? Oh, that's a Meath. When did he change it? Basically, the version after the first looks had the double pit in. Because he got so much feedback saying one pit's maybe a bit overkill, a bit too big. 2 would be a lot better. And as much as I liked the single mega pit, yeah, the people who were complaining that 2 pits would be better, probably right in hindsight. Looking at it now and playing with this 1 pit, or this side of the pit, yeah. Imagine if FS19 is John Deere telehandler. That'd be kind of awesome for the Deere. Because there'd be more variety. Do John Deere even make telehandlers? South Kildare near Carlow? Fair enough. Could have silage bales on one side and this on the other. I could, except I'm not allowed to do silage bales anymore. They used to. Yeah, there's the problem, because I think the class telehandlers get John Deere engines. Any ideas on the FS19 release date? November 20th is the currently scheduled date. I've seen no word on it changing, so unless there's a last minute delay at this point, it's probably going to be November 20th. That rule screwed me so hard. Like, if anybody was doubting that the rules were completely chosen at random, there is no way I would have chosen that one. Because that was just screwed up the plans for the videos I'm gonna make, and screwed up the plans moving onwards for a little while, and got rid of equipment that I really, really wanted to use. Am I gonna play FS19? Yes. Am I gonna play it on release day? Yes. Am I gonna stream it on release day? I don't know, I might record videos instead. John Deere make telehandlers? I know they make forestry equipment. That's some John Deere equipment that I want to see in the game, is John Deere forestry stuff. Because I know that's very widely used in the US, and there's a real lack of American forestry equipment in the game right now. It's kind of a gap that I feel like Giants want to fill, or should fill at least. So I'd like to see some John Deere forestry equipment, even though I don't like forestry. Rules ever reset, just more and more being added on, Brian. That's why it's a challenge. And the rules can completely screw me up if one comes in that like ruins work that I've just done. Wolf Lover, can you please use language that you'd actually use around a 5-year-old, please? I get what you mean. The Giants don't seem to care about forestry, but the way you phrased it was bad. There are no mods around at the moment. I'm just gonna remove that message. Mods, wakey wakey! I believe the technology in 6R now has to turn off the fog lights. I know Simulate did it, but it was a pain in his rear end to do. Because you have to like remove stuff from the i3D. It's only a second game of forestry. Yeah, I mean, I'm not saying Giants aren't going to ever put in more forestry equipment. It's just that, like, a lot of the improvements for 19 that are really spoken about are all like crop work, which is good because it's farm sim, it's not forestry sim. What map am I playing on? Shamrock Valley. Check the title, digital drone. It always annoys me when it's literally in the title of the stream, in the thumbnail of the stream, in the description of the stream, and somebody still comes in. What map is this? Right, we can get that silage fermenting. That's going to take a couple of months. It's going to take the entirety of the summer for that to ferment. Because of the way seasons works the silage. Excuse me, Wolf Lover, this is clearly a Massey Ferguson. Whoops. I'm pulling a John Deere trailer, the John Deere Euroboat. Now there's a John Deere there in the shed, the John Deere 8400 or Classic Edition. Right, I think that's all the work for spring. I think that's all we can really do for springtime. There's still sun in the sky though, so let's go do something cool. Let's say cool. Maybe boring, maybe cool. How am I crashing so much? Tommy, it's me. What do you expect? 83 likes. Let's get it up over 100, guys. Come on. 17 likes away. My maths is working today. Let's go play around with the lawnmower. And the world's smallest front loader because it's adorable. Right, let's go find somewhere to mow. You hate John Deere's, but you love John Deere's. I'm like that, Brian. I hate people who ask for John Deere's. I hate the fanboys that insist on me using John Deere all the time. But I actually quite like John Deere as a brand. You know, I quite like the tractors they come out with, especially the 6Rs. The A400R I actually quite like as much as it's become... Well, maybe because it's become a meme now. But I actually quite like the A400R. I know where I can mow the church. The churchyard needs to be mowed, so let's head up there. At top speed. This thing is ridiculous. Your point being? We're headed off to do a good deed for the day. We gotta mow the church. It's so slow. It's a lawnmower! Did you expect it to go 50 miles an hour? It's literally a lawnmower for going into, like, you know, a lawn and mowing. There is, I think, a minor issue over here that I actually want to try and uncover as well, so... There's yes, there's a method behind my madness, and Why is it spitting out grass? Is it because the bag's not on? Oh, it was because the bag wasn't on. Yeah, I'm gonna have to have a word with Oxy about that. That's actually quite annoying. Expect this to get fixed in the update as well. Because this is, I think, an unintended side effect of him fixing something else. Easily sorted, but just doesn't look the greatest, does it? What's the issue? Look at the divot going on here, Bengar. What's happened here is he's accidentally screwed the terrain somehow. Well, I think trying to fix an issue, and I know what issue it is because it was down over here. There was an issue where the terrain here was completely wonked, and what he's done is he's accidentally moved the issue up into here, up into the churchyard. Because, in an ideal world, that should all be flush. So that it's not painfully obvious where the, Is it not a grave? No. The seam shouldn't be obvious. Small issue, but it's one that stands out. Also, I have a sneaking suspicion that is that what I think it is. It is not, but it's very, very borderline. That is just about in the ground. Can I sell the grass? Yes, but I'm actually going to use it to make silage. I'm not just going to use this grass, but I'm going to use it to start up the second bunker. What I'll do is I'll grab a tractor so that I can at least move stuff around real quick, a bit faster. So let's grab the Ford. SFTN's live, very nice. I'll finish up in a second. I just want to bring the tractor down to the churchyard so we can pick that stuff up. Yeah, I'll bring this down to the churchyard, pick up the mower, and we'll end the stream there. So this will be less than 5 minutes. I won't overstream him too much. If he's only in a countdown, it doesn't matter too much either. I would normally ask for today's video to go in, but because it's a bit bugged, you guys can just head over to SFTN. I don't want to promote a video that I'm not happy with. Can I do side-by-side comparison of the Big M and the Husqvarna? No, because I don't have the Big M installed. But, what happened to my voice? What, like now or in today's video? Because in today's video, I made a stupid mistake with OBS. And that's what happened there. As for right now, that's just my voice. It's not mold the churchyard. In the video, I made a stupid mistake with OBS. More needs to be tilted, or the trailer needs to be tilted. Nope, this way more. That looks to be the best case scenario for getting the trailer down. Can I get the mower up onto it? Yes. Good enough. That's still the mower, Dave. Ford. Alley Blanc. And that's gonna do it for today, guys. Hope you enjoyed the stream. If you did, hit the like button. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. I'll be back tomorrow with more farm sim goodness and another stream. Maybe another stream tomorrow. I need to have a word with some people because I need to figure out what the deal with all of the streams tomorrow is. But that is going to do it for today. I'll leave you by saying I've been RainbowDave, you've been watching Shamrock Valley and Farming Simulator 17. Hope you enjoyed. Until next time, stay safe and goodbye.